it's raining on my birthday. Thank God for showers of blessings. And I just want to say thank you, Jesus, for another year around the sun. I was thinking about just my birthday today, and it's different. Every year I'm like, wait, every year I come here, tell you about something like this, and you've been listening to those messages years on by, and now we're another one. And today I'm 31. And just so you know this too, the We Don't Play podcast show just turned from 3% global ranking to 2.5% global ranking. So that means this podcast, the We Don't Play podcast show, which is the We Don't Play podcast show, and I'll say it one more time, We Don't Play, the SEO marketing podcast show, is the top 100,000 podcast episodes or shows. Let me just put them in one file, right? Or one folder, or I can put in one library. Top 100,000 podcast shows out of close to 4 million podcast shows out there in the world. And we're being listened to, you and me, we're being listened to in 121 countries. It's not a joke. Like, I think about every time I heard about the prophecy that I was told when I was younger. My mom told me this and it happened, and I remember. And someone met me, and still a very good friend till today. I call him an uncle to me too. And he prophesied. This was when I was young. And he said that I'm going to have an international stage. And sometimes I was like, what does that even mean? When you hear those things, it's like, wow, how? Now it's happening in real life, in real time, right now. And I'm so grateful to God for allowing me to get this opportunity to talk with you and just share this moment, because, I've been giving you episodes back to back, and I'm noticing that you noticed that every time I have a new episode, you get to see one from Clubhouse. Shout out to Clubhouse app, or I can say clubhouse.com. And you also get to see episodes that have been recorded or pre-recorded, with amazing interviews and guests and speakers and hosts that have their own businesses and take care of their own things. And we talk about it in the We Don't Play podcast show. So today, I just said, you know what? I just want to say thank you for listening, for being here, for being part of this great journey. Like, it's not easy recording episodes like this. Sometimes I'm like, should I just stop? But if I stop, guess what? Nothing moves and everything changes at the same time, because time is not waiting for anyone. So I'm like, hey, why not talk about this now, so that in a year or two from now, you can still listen to this and thank God that this happened then, so that we can enjoy it now. It's like investing. This is intellectual property. So a lot of things are happening, changing for the good. Very soon you start listening to episodes that have ad rolls in them. I'm just letting you know now. Everything I do on this podcast, at least I drop it in the ocean, so that if you ever listen to it or find it, it's like a book. You'll be like, oh, he said that. Yeah. So that's going to be happening very soon, because I'm like, okay, now the next goal is to get to the top 1% by next year, December. That's the goal. I'm not really trying to get to, the top of the mountain and then stay there. The goal is to enjoy the journey, because I'm not even looking at these percentages. I'm like, what? This is actually happening. Sometimes I'm like, I don't think people are listening, but at the same time, I'm like, they are. So you're here listening because you want to know what's happening. And I love episodes like this because it's free flow, and you get to hear from me, your host, Favour Obasi-ike. I'm so grateful that you're here with me today on my birthday. So let me tell you some things that are going to be happening on this show. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm really excited for you guys to experience this show in a different way. I'm going to be bringing in trailers, right? So they're going to be trailers more than before. I think I only have about 3 trailers in the last 5 years of podcasting. So I'm like, I need to do a little bit of a switch. So I'm going to be doing bonus episodes and trailer episodes. So it's not just going to be full episodes. Some episodes will be like this. This is like a bonus, right? Because people are listening to it. It's not a full episode. It's part of the show. And that also helps people know what kind of episode this is. Because when they see bonus, they're like, oh, okay, bonus points. Who doesn't like bonuses, right? I do, you do, we do, and they do too. So we want to have more of those here. And they'll be coming in different ways: music, entertainment, reviews, giveaways, quizzes, polls. Like, it's going to be crazy. I'm just putting this out there because I know in a 5-year timeline, I'll be listening to this and I'm like, you said it again. Yeah, I'll be listening to this again in the next 5 years, God willing, if Jesus tarries. And you'll be here listening to this like I am listening to this right now with you. So yeah, by this time we'll be having a lot of bonuses. So listen to those bonuses in the new year. We're knocking on 500 episodes. So that's going to be a good thing too, because we have a lot of good things coming, and season 10 is going to kick off in the new year. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited because season 10, it's loaded. It's loaded. And we've covered 9 seasons already, and we've been doing this so consistently, and I'm loving it because it's actually passion that's being driven through just connecting with people like you. So this is to you. Cheers to you. Hats off to you. Respect to you. Thank you. God bless you for being here on the We Don't Play podcast show. And if you want to connect with me, please feel free to do so. Send me a message on LinkedIn. You can email me whatever message you want to ask at Favour, Favour, at playinc.online. That's PLAYINC.online. And as you're listening to this podcast episode, just notice that there are no skips, there are no ums, there are no ahs, apart from the ones you just heard, because that's the example or the case study. And there are no 2 takes or 3 takes. This is a 1-take hit. So as you're listening to this, this is coming off the top, and I wanted to give it to you fresh, like baked bread or baked cookies, right from the oven, right? So Merry Christmas to you guys. I'm sure you guys are enjoying your presents, opening gifts, having a great time with family and friends. And it's also a birthday season. So every time we're having podcast episodes like this, I know, okay, it's Christmas time. It's also birthday time, right? So I'm super grateful, and I'm thankful to ABBA Father for giving me this opportunity to talk to you guys like this on the podcast show. So Merry Christmas to you again, to your family, to your loved ones, to all the people around you. And as you keep listening to this episode, this show, this podcast, I hope you learned something new, because I feel like sometimes I'm shoving down too much content, but in my head I'm like, they're probably listening, and eventually it will just click. And when it does, I'll be happy it did, because it's a seed that you have to plant in due season, so that when it's time to reap, you're able to reap bountifully. So that's why I'm doing this now, to help you now, so that later you'll be like, oh, we didn't hear that. Yeah, it happened. So that's how we handle things. That's how we connect. That's how we build. And also to tell you a few things too, because AI is coming to a really, really huge wave. I mean, we already are in the digital age. So I have this assistant called, or agent, right, called Harpa, Harpa, Harpa AI. Check that out. Great platform. And I'm able to do a lot of things there. And if you have any questions for me, put the link in the description or in the comments, wherever you see this. Connect with me, and you can ask me a question even through email. But that's going to be something that, a lot of people are going to be using in the future, and not everyone is using it right now. People are using ChatGPT, but I don't even have I don't have a subscription with ChatGPT. I just have Harpa AI, and that does everything for me. And then I also have Sintra AI. So those are the two, Sintra and Harpa. And I'll be talking about them very, very soon. So just letting you guys know what's going on so that you're also not in the goo, and you can actually learn this too and try it out for yourself and see how this works for you, for your business, and for the things that you're doing. So I'm really happy that you're here, connected with me. And also, let me just say this too, before we go, right? SEO, search engine optimization, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, Alexa, these have been huge cornerstones this year for this podcast, because now we're being listened to on smart speakers because of SEO, because of semantic indexing. In other words, because we are saying the same thing in different ways within related search brackets to now meet the expected same goal outcome. That's why we're getting these big results like this. So if you have a website, if you need your website audited, if you need a website rebuilt, if you need a new website, whatever you need, SEO wise, digital marketing wise, conversion wise, reach out to me and my team will take care of you, and we'll make sure that you have a great 2025 and beyond, starting 2024 now. And if you have any questions, you can email me, or you can just go to playinc.online, PLAYINC.online, and then hit on the buttons that you see that would want you to be interested in. For example, if you're interested in being on this podcast show, you'll hit podcast, right? That takes you to where you can listen to the podcast. But if you want to now be inside the podcast as a guest, then you click book a call, and then in book a call, you will see the option for podcast interviews. And that's how you're able to get in here, because I love to connect with you. I feel like podcasting is two-way now. It's no longer one way. So connect to me and we'll make that happen. So we're going to be doing more of those things, and we're going to have a great time. So SEO is changing, and we're also improving our SEO with AI incorporated. So when we integrate SEO and AI for your business, it takes it up to the roof. So that's what we're going to be doing in the new year, helping a lot of businesses like you, helping a lot of businesses like me, and others that are listening to this to really get a big boost in their traffic, because things are changing, and if you're not adapting to change, that's a problem. And I don't want you to be behind, because here we don't play, and that's what we stand by. So I'm excited. Our prices are changing. They're going up in the new year. So if you have any questions and you want to lock in the early prices for 2024 before we switch it to 2025, reach out to me, listen to this episode, and send me an email. Or I'm sure after listening to this, you probably have the link in your email. Or if you don't, email me. You know where to email me at. I've mentioned it here. You can also look at the description and reach out to me so we can talk, and you will get an email from me that will give you a link to book a call. Even if we booked the call in January, but you booked by the end of this month, then you're in. So I just want to let you guys know that I love you. I appreciate you. God bless you for everything that you do. And the next episode that's coming to you is going to be heavy. So I hope you guys are ready to listen to it. We're going to kick off with Introduction to Google Shopping. So sit back, relax, and enjoy it. And I hope you enjoyed that episode. It's going to be really juicy. So, and we have a lot of more episodes like that coming up to your doorstep. So with that said, take care. Have a blessed day. It's my birthday. And I'm saying I pray for you that God will bless you in every way. As you listening to this has impacted my life, I pray that your life is also impacted in a way that other people can benefit from your life, because you're a beacon of light to them. So till we meet again, see you in the next episode. Take care. And I'm about to enjoy myself. Go to the spa. I've already hit the gym this morning. I've had some great turmeric and ginger. I feel good. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been having a bad cold all month. God forbid, all month. All week from Monday. And I was like, man, it's my birthday. Why am I having a cold? And I feel like it's a way of God saying, slow down, because I was really like going in to the point where I was like, man, I'm not stopping. I got to keep going. So that just made me pause, and I'm glad I did. And I feel better. So if you guys didn't know that I had a cold, now you know. But it's technically gone, so you won't really hear like that. But either way, I just wanted to let you know that I love you and I'm thinking about you, and that's why I'm spending this 15 minutes plus to talk to you, because I know your day's busy, and I also gotta head out of here so I can enjoy my birthday. But I wanted to reach out to you first and let you know what I'm thinking before we leave. All right, so I'm gonna see you guys later. Take care and Merry Christmas. Happy New Year in advance, and have a blessed 2025 forthcoming. Bye for now.